Alright, welcome back to Simple Basics. My name is Ernst and I'm playing part 10 of Contradiction, the old video murder mystery adventure game. Oh yeah! Last time I discovered that Mr. Simon had access to Atlas's special mirror room, where they have these special trance music mirrors and supposedly morphine for who knows what purposes. Brainwashing that yeah, he had access to that room and was in there with Kate, and yeah, that's a bit suspicious, isn't it? You know, because seeing that Kate was found to have some morphine traces in her body after all, suggesting it's not such a suicide. And we kind of know that already, you know, given the way that Paul and Ryan and so forth have been acting. But let's get the show on the road. Who else is lying today? Really? You want me to go back to the woods? Okay. Unfortunately, the woods is this entire section, so I'm just gonna start from there. Anyone here? Nope. And isn't this just a lovely time to get stabbed? Oh yeah. You know, just the best time for it. And looks like nothing here. This way. Anyone here? Ooh, what's gonna happen now?
Just keep pushing.
What? Someone having a baby?
Just keep pushing. Keep
What?
pushing.
Is
Keep
going
pushing.
on?
You can push it all the way in, Tom, if you want to.
What the? Oh, what the? Ketchup.
Excellent, Tom.
What?
Excuse me. Would someone care to tell me exactly what's going on here?
What the hell is
Don't come
this?
any closer.
That man needs a doctor.
He needs a
He
doctor.
doesn't.
What do you mean he doesn't? He just stabbed his own
I don't
hand.
need a doctor. I'm fine. Go away.
What is this?
A test.
A test.
What?
What does it look like? It's a threshold test.
It's a threshold.
pain threshold test.
Okay.
Thought you were supposed to be good at working things out.
How do you know?
Inspector Jenks.
And so this would be for Atlas, would it? Kyle,
I thought so. Is it not for
You
Atlas?
disappear now.
it's not a good idea to talk to a police inspector like that.
Do you want me to make you?
It's okay, Tom. Mr. Jenks won't be bothering us anymore.
Oh, will
Don't
he?
make any rash commitments.
What the? Yeah. I feel like those are the little daredevil testing that Atlas encourages his students to do. And apparently
Well.
got the keys.
You really should take more care of your things, Ryan.
Yes, I agree too.
Is your keys, Kyle?
No.
You should. Why do you give it back to him? Oh, you kept it after all. Lols.
So that's threshold testing, is it? Sticking a skewer through your hand?
Yeah.
I could just ask Ryan or Paul directly about this, but I think I'll bide my time. See what I can do with this key fob first.
Okay. So these people are just so brainwashed to the point they start stabbing their own hands. Oh my god. What a brilliant business course, you know. Brainwashing, mirrors, devil hands, stabbing your own hand. What the hell? And of course, getting rid of your own guilt. And doing whatever you want, practically. The car key fob had Ryan written all over it. Well, just for what it's worth, I believe his car... I mean, I assume it's a car key. If not, I'll just go ask Ryan directly. But for what it's worth, I'll just do this at the moment. I thought it... Of course it is. Nah? Really? Oh yeah, it does open. Good. Because I was like, really? You wouldn't open? Okay. Are you just gonna start riding the car? Such a good detective. Just take people's stuff. Ride the car. You're like invading without a search warrant. You should be so sued, Eggs. But whatever.
Bingo.
What's this? Kate
What have you been
Vine.
up to? Be very interesting to see how he explains this one.
What is that, hey? I'm just gonna take that, thank you. £500 only to Kate Vine. What's that all about, hey? $500 intended for Kate was found in Ryan's car. Was this hush money? Who knows? Of course, the love affair between Emma and Ryan wanting to keep Kate silent about that would be a good motive, after all. And there's also Atlas's shady stuff going on. Given that Atlas encourages bold, you know, practices from his students, Kate might have been encouraged to do something bold thanks to Atlas' course. And so it's a bit of irony on Atlas's part if that's actually how it went down. You know, encourage students to be free and do what they want, but try to brainwash them on the way. But practically, it goes against Atlas itself when one of their own students finds one of those little affairs with the teacher. So, yes. That's a little good theory I just have going on. Let's find out, though. There could still be other motives in play, but that's the strongest one at the moment, I believe.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Now, let's have a look.
Would you like to explain what this is, please, Ryan? £500 intended for Kate. It fell out of your car. At least I assume that was your car on the driveway at Brandon House.
I suppose so.
So why were you going to give Kate £500, Ryan?
Yes.
It was just a little incentive, that's all. Just a little incentive.
To what?
Very little, Ryan. £500.
£500.
She was a very good student. We heard that she was leaving. We wanted to give her something.
Really?
But you didn't.
Well, obviously not.
Are you sure there wasn't any other reason you might want to give her this? Personal reason?
No!
Well, I'd like to keep hold of this for a little while, if you don't mind.
Well, don't consider it a bribe, will you, Inspector?
I believe it is a bribe. No ulterior reason, hey. I doubt that so much. I doubt it so much. 500 check. Now, there should be a reason he lied there, of course. Had Kate wanted to leave Atlas, no ulterior reason for giving Kate the money. Money was meant as a little incentive. Let's have a look.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Wonder what James is up to. Yeah, I tried. I think I'm missing some evidence, looks like. But of course, I do believe that Ryan is lying. But, yeah, maybe we need more evidence before we can pin it down on him. After all, he hasn't said anything incriminating about Kate herself yet. He's been very, chill. It's only when we mentioned about the money that he gets very uptight. So, I think I'll just ask around for some tips before continuing on with Ryan again. Let's go to James first, since that's what the little thing is telling me. But you know, James is ever so helpful, so I wonder what's the point coming back here. And what is he doing? Is he dealing some of that magic mint stuff again? Is that a... what is that? A box? It gives a handshake, and... interesting. I wonder what that is about. Ring, ring.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
So, can I ask him about that thing I just saw? Or nah? I mean, I feel like it's like the...
Recognise this at all?
You're just so useful though, like...
Yeah, he fixed my laptop.
Really?
Does he live locally?
I think so.
You don't think so? Some guy who fixes laptop. Okay.
Seen this before?
Don't think so.
Okay. I don't know what's the point of talking to him if I just saw this thing he just took, and I can't even ask him about it. What the hell? Maybe he put it in his little garage, his greenhouse thing, because you're just the epitome of being useless.
That's all for the
Jesus.
moment. Thank you.
You're just so useless, James. You just have such straightforward answers. You don't add much to this investigation. The only thing you lied about, the only thing I got out of you was that third eye stuff, and that's it. Okay, we found something here. What is this? Clanks. Onions?
So James is
Poppy
interested in poppy pods,
poppy
is he?
pods,
I think
okay.
He's got some explaining to do.
What the hell's a poppy pod? What the hell is a poppy pod? I actually don't know what that is. Not surprised if it's some drug stuff again. But then, how is finding about James' little weed obsession is going to help the actual investigation of Atlas? I don't know. Or maybe he's more inclined to spill the beans with some stuff, since he's just so useful.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Seriously, what the hell's poppy pods?
What can you tell me about several boxes of dried poppy pods in the greenhouse back there?
Feel free to take some if you want.
What are they for, James?
Yeah, what are they?
Decoration? Why?
Decoration.
There's a big market for them among the over 70s.
So what are you doing with them?
Yeah.
Selling them to grannies.
Okay, James, let's just cut to the chase. Are you extracting opium from them?
So they need to make
I
opium.
can honestly say I've never done anything like that, Inspector.
Not at all.
Sure about that.
Scout's honour.
Scouts
And
honor.
who was the guy delivering them?
A friend.
Your friend, hey?
Someone gave them to him. He asked me if I wanted them. I said I'd have a look and see if I liked them.
You just thought you'd have a look. No particular reason?
I'm a plant scientist, that's what I do.
Your plants.
Have you ever sold them to anyone else?
Yeah.
I only got them a few minutes ago.
In the past. You know Kate's body had opium in the blood when it was found?
No, I didn't.
I thought it was morphine, but yeah.
Hey, that's nothing to do with me.
Let's hope not.
Smoke weed every day. I mean, if you're a plant scientist, you would know how to make opium from it. Let's go back to your magic mint stuff, hey? I wonder if you contradict yourself somewhere. But I actually really don't know how this is going to be helpful. Seriously, I don't even know what the hell is this supposed to be. Selling the pods to pensioners. Never extracted the opium from pods. Pods with a friend who didn't want them. Now, I don't know where the contradiction will lie. I mean, he didn't say... I mean, it might be with the opium thing, but even if I did, I don't know how it would help the investigation. Salts... Oh, he did say he sold it to pensioners. Yeah. So I was thinking if he made a contradiction regarding who sells it to, but nah. But if he's degree in plant science, he would know how to do it, but I doubt that's the contradiction. Yeah, I might come back to him later.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Let's call Chief, then let's do some rounds, I guess. I haven't talked to Paul in a while, but I'll do it right after the box. And why can't I... Oh wait, maybe I am there. Time to call the Chief. Damn, it's gone so dark. Like, literally dark. Let's find out what we got.
Got something interesting, gents?
Very much so, sir. An interesting discovery in Ryan's car. A cheque for £500 from Ryan made out to Kate.
Blimey, how
An
does he explain
incentive,
that?
He said it was an incentive.
Nope.
Apparently he'd heard she was thinking of leaving the course.
And what made her so special that they were willing to pay her to stay?
Just a good student, I suppose.
Nah, doesn't add up. £500 is a lot more than an incentive.
Exactly.
Yes, you can buy questions in Parliament for that kind of money. Sounds pretty desperate. Keep on at Ryan about it. Oh, and get yourself another drink.
Another drink. Thanks, Chief.
I'm having one. Right.
Okay. I thought it was pretty obvious that it was a bribe. I mean, even Ryan says, don't think of it as a bribe. Like, pfft, really,
A few
Ryan?
more questions, please. Thank you.
Well, it's been a while since I asked you about magic stuff. Yeah, it's actually been quite a while. So let's see what you have to say about this magic stuff.
Do you know who this is? Dean Hayfield, Aztec.
Sorry, never heard of him.
Really?
We have some prisoner of the sort who does our IT.
Really?
Large guy. No manners.
Okay, large guy does IT with no manners. Got it. But you just said you... Oh wait, no, that's your own IT guy, right? Okay,
Seen this before anywhere?
No.
no. Paul, where's your smart-ass bickery?
When did Ryan begin to suffer from arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
He doesn't.
Really?
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is a pathetic inability to deal with any kind of discomfort.
Amazing.
He pulled his back sometime last year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
And had this
I
back problem.
thought he had medication for it.
Oh, he only has medication because his GP, who is almost as dysfunctional as he is, keeps prescribing it for him.
So you don't believe he really has arthritis?
Not at all.
Not at all, hey. You don't think your son has arthritis? Interesting.
And what do you know about Simon's laptop being stolen from Atlas?
I know I wasn't happy about it.
What did you do about it?
Ryan paid a con man to install a complicated CCTV
A con man,
system. At twice the price that it would probably cost.
Lols.
Seemed to do the trick, though. We haven't had a theft since.
But that's interesting, though. Both Rebecca and Ryan support this arthritis theory, and yet Paul says no, he doesn't have arthritis, he just pulled his back. So that sounds like a little contradiction going on, but what's with all the medication for? I mean, let's forget he has arthritis and back pain, whatever, because he has an absurd amount and he keeps getting them. So what does it use it for? His students to try to put them in that trance, probably, perhaps? In that case, why did Paul just say, you know, oh, he doesn't have arthritis and come over the line? Maybe because he thinks it's a pathetic one.
Can you tell me about the room with the mirrors at Atlas? The one with the combination lock?
How did you get in there?
I was given the code for the combination.
By Ryan?
Well, nobody else is allowed to know the code, are they?
Not in theory.
Not in
So how's the room used on the course, then?
It's a meditation room where the students can reflect on themselves, literally.
I was not supposed to go in there.
Well, that helps too. It's part of the program.
So you send the students into the room, they put the CD on, they stare into the mirrors.
Yep,
And
crazy.
how long does this last for?
Until the CD finishes or they fall asleep. What else would you like to know?
You don't like this topic, do you? You don't like this topic. Yeah, you probably think Ryan is an idiot with all this evidence of
Now,
finding.
why do you think Ryan might want to give Kate a cheque for £500?
I've really no idea.
You really have no idea, do you?
Where did you find it?
Just outside.
You better ask him.
You think Ryan was interested romantically in Kate?
I know he has a weakness for blondes, but I didn't think it had gone so far as his offering them cash.
A weakness for blondes. Ooh, but I don't think Kate was actually blonde. I thought she was black hair, but whatever. Anyway, what's with this poppy pods?
What do you know about poppy pods?
Poppy pot?
Ever come across anyone selling them, using them?
No.
I think that was really unrelated as well. I didn't think... yeah. I don't believe Paul contradicted himself. Except maybe the combination code thing. After all, we do have a one little card with the pin on it that says, well, he says at least in theory. So that might be the key. Yeah. But for what it's worth, let's just try it out. Where was that little card thing? Drop business card. He doesn't mention the pin number on it there that Simon had. Yeah, never mind. I don't think anyone else had it. I don't think even Rebecca mentioned it. So yeah, there goes that theory. Oh well.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Well, the next person to talk to would perhaps be Rebecca. So Rebecca, how you doing? Let me get inside to your pub and into your life and ruin you. Oh yeah.
ask you a couple more things,
That
please?
was not supposed to be a sexual window, just for the record, people. I was just singing. Okay, now, blah 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 blah. What's the last thing I talked to you about? It's been a while, hey? Alright, starting with the drop business card.
Have you seen this before?
No.
No. Very helpful. No.
Do you know anything about this?
No.
No, sorry.
At least you said something else besides no. Yeah, you really did, so... Yeah, let's ask about the mirror room.
Do you know anything about a locked room at Atlas with mirrors in it?
You're just
Not
gonna,
off the top of my head, no. I think that's a question for Ryan.
you're just gonna deny everything. No, ask Ryan. I don't want to take responsibility for his crap, basically. Whatever. What the hell's poppy pods?
What do you know about poppy pods?
Go on.
Ever come across anyone trying to sell them or anything like that? Maybe even in here?
Perhaps
Not
James?
that I remember.
Okay. Well, you were just very helpful. I don't think you even contradicted yourself because you just keep saying no, 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 I don't know.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Wow, Rebecca. Okay, Ryan out of people to talk to, but there's still Simon and Emma. And if not, then I clearly think that it has to be something with Ryan and what he said. But let's just go ask.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Alright, what's the last thing I talked to you about, Miss Emma? Arthritis.
Did you know about Ryan Round's arthritis?
Arthritis?
You don't know.
I didn't think Ryan had arthritis.
Well, you were banging him, so you would have known. So, it looks like arthritis is just a bullshit theory.
Did you know about Simon's laptop being stolen?
Yeah, because it had all my college work on it, which I hadn't backed up or saved.
Amazing.
Not that it mattered much, but I did buy a new one.
How expensive was that
Simon said
laptop?
When I let him.
When you let him. How expensive must have been that the previous laptop that you... I mean, was there a laptop that got stolen that you got another No. No, it was... Yeah, the laptop got the car, that's what it was, yeah. The insurance from the laptop got him the car. I think, anyway. But, yeah, my god. We know about the money. Do you know about the mirror room?
Do you know about the mirror room?
The
at
mirror
Atlas?
room.
Mirror room. No, I heard about it, but I think it was only for the students later on in the course. Something like that.
Probably in the more final stages of the brainwashing thing going on there. I stole Ryan's car. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised by the end of this game. Ryan is gonna drive off in Ryan's car. Jake's is gonna drive off in Ryan's car. It's just like, yeah, screw Serge Lawrence. But yeah, poppies.
Strange question. Have you ever known of anyone selling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? Don't think so. Isn't that opium?
Kind of. It's okay.
It's okay. Well, I'm pretty sure, the first time we met James, he was smoking opium on the lake. So, it's kind of I'm not surprised if he is making opium, really.
Thank you.
I just have
Probably
to
be
find
back
the right
later.
person who would admit that. Or is relevant. But I don't even know how this relates to the investigation. Even if I found out James is an opium maker, what... Is it to do with Kate's death? But I thought it was the morphing at Atlas. Are you saying that this is also something she used? So, yeah. Anyway, last thing we talked... I guess this is the only thing. Oh, for what it's worth.
Odd question, but have you ever seen anyone handling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? As in, for opium? No. Though, James did have opium tea once.
He had opium tea, hey?
Where did he get it from?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask. James does his own thing.
What does opium tea taste like?
I don't know. I didn't try it.
You didn't try it?
Really?
I didn't want to risk it, did I? But I went to hospital once. I had codeine, and I went into anaphylactic shock. The doctor said it was an opium derivative, apparently, so...
You're allergic to opiates. Well, you get the most information out of everyone, but... You did trade some magic mint from this before. opiates, hey? Are you trying to say you're... I didn't get it. Hold on a sec. I need to Google this. What is an opiate? Opiates are alkaloid compounds found naturally in opium poppy plants. Blah 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 blah. They're found in heroin. They're found in hydromorphite, oxymorphone, synthetic opioids. La la da da. So they're a compound pretty much found in opium morphine. The psychoactive compounds found in opium plant include morphine, codeine, and therbine. Hey. I believe you just mentioned before that you suffer for some codeines. I'm not any sort of like drug thing, but you just said that you took some codeine and related to the drug plant, and that was enough to knock you out, but yet you just mentioned you had some morphine. So yeah, I'm just looking at the wiki page regarding opiates. It says it can be found in morphine and codeine, like the codeine you just mentioned, but if you had morphine with Kate, then that's the contradiction. So there we go.
Aha. You and Kate took morphine in the mirror room. That's what you said, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're allergic to opiates, Simon. Opium.
Opium.
You didn't take the morphine at all, did you?
Well, no, I didn't. Kate did, though.
I thought you were trying to outdo each other. That was the point, wasn't it?
Yeah, then what's the story then? Yeah.
We weren't trying to outdo each other as such.
Go on.
Well, what's happening?
Ryan wanted me to test Kate. To see how far she would go to be prime candidate.
Prime candidate?
What candidate?
Yeah. Prime candidate.
What is that?
It means the best person in the group, basically.
What do you mean, test her?
But you do it in pairs. One person's the tester, it's me. And the other person's the
victim.
Well, it's not like that. It's completely consensual. It's just boundary testing.
So what?
Ryan wanted me to test Kate.
By taking
because
morphine?
they thought she was the best student.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
You don't know?
I just did what I was told, okay?
Except you decided to give her morphine.
To break the law.
The law.
Yeah.
Well, I can't change that now, can I? She didn't die of a morphine overdose, did she?
She might have.
Died because she drowned. But she drowned for reasons that aren't clear.
Yeah.
Atlas seem to have this all neatly worked out. If Simon's telling the truth, Atlas are lighting the fuse and then retiring to a safe distance, letting students test themselves and push themselves to their limits while avoiding all comeback. Is this what happened to Kate?
Yeah, I didn't expect that. You know, I was more expecting leaning towards James's little opium thing, but yeah, what is going on? If he was testing, Ryan set Simon to test Kate and to go over the limit with supposedly morphine. Ho! What is going on at Atlas? Oh boy, Satanist stuff. And then now you've got this mirror stuff and morphine taking. Oh boy, this is brainwashing. And not to mention, Ryan was saying about changing personalities for the better, so it's not surprising if this goes as far as what they were doing before at Third Eye. And let's see, where did James get me the booster? Third Eye flyer. Do not join the dangerous cults because they use methods like ECT. I haven't seen that yet, but destroy your personality, that's something that's been mentioned with Atlas, changing your personality for difference, and of course the ever famous Third Eye symbol.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Now, I doubt anyone except Emma might be willing to shed light on this.
Do you know what a prime candidate is at Atlas?
Yes, it's what every student wants to be. It's the best student. Apparently you get a great high-paid job afterwards. I don't think that really happens, though.
It doesn't
Did
really
you know
happen.
anyone in the running to be prime candidate?
What, like Simon? I don't think they picked Simon, to be honest. Well, he's got too many morals, and you can't have both at once.
But that's a good thing, to have morals. Otherwise you just...
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Paul, you know, who is like... just... at least interesting, but... such a passive-aggressive fellow, like... Now, I believe Ryan is the boss of this round again, since the focus is on him and his payments to,
Ask about a few more things, please.
Kate with that little check we found, so, yes. Let's ask him about the poppy pods.
Know anything about poppy pods? Come across anyone selling them or anything?
Poppy pods? Well, don't tell anyone, Inspector, but I hear that you can make opium out of those.
Yes.
Why do you ask?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know, you have a right to be confused.
Now, tell me what a prime candidate is.
You're learning a lot, aren't you, Inspector?
Yes.
Prime candidates are simply the best students. The ones with the most potential.
Most
And
potential.
what benefits do they get from that?
Yeah.
Well, they get the top job.
And what's
Which
the top
is?
job?
Well, we have a deal with various multinationals. We train students to be exceptional, truly exceptional. And they get a wonderful top job.
But you didn't say what it was.
Simple deal.
And how do you decide who the prime candidate is? Do you test students?
No.
Did you ever, say, ask Simon to test Kate, for instance?
Oh, you've actually been speaking to Simon, haven't you? I really wouldn't trust anything that Simon Thompson says. You know,
Why not?
he spent the best part of 2 months trying to undermine Kate.
You're angry.
Now, Simon Thompson, it really isn't my place to speculate, but if you're looking for motives, Inspector, he certainly had a few motives, more than I.
A motive to kill her?
Really? You're really
Now,
so...
that's very interesting, Inspector. Well, that's up to you to decide.
Ryan, my god, you are losing it. You are just losing it. Okay. Let's see. Best student from incentive for Kate. Let's see. I don't believe that's a contradiction, no. I wonder, I'm sure he contradicted himself somewhere. Surely he has. One of them has to do with bribery. I am very certain that it has to do with bribery. Has something to do with this, I believe. Money is a little incentive for Kate. Or no ulterior reason for giving Kate the money. It's one of those two. That's only, that's okay. That's Friday. Well, there's an argument at the pub, but then I don't think it's related to that, no. Smoke weed every day. I don't think it's to do with this. Yeah, it's not to do with that. We didn't really find out much with that devil symbol thing. Liam's death. But I'm not surprised if there's Caesar symbols going on. Doll burning. Atlas phrase. That's the other thing too. Not surprised if he's got a background in psychology, so I'm not really surprised at the brainwashing stuff. Claims students aren't considered or bribes in any way. I believe this. Don't think of it as a bribe. But I do believe that it might be related.
Aha.
Because bribed.
So, students aren't coerced or bribed in any way, except Kate.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Really, you don't know.
You said you were going to give Kate the £500 as an incentive. That's coercion, isn't it?
I really don't think you could call it coercion, Inspector.
Yeah, why
It
not?
was an incentive, that's all, a little encouragement.
So, how often do you use incentives?
Okay, incentive is probably the wrong word. The money was just to see how Kate would respond. It was part of her assessment.
Really?
Assessment?
We have to assess
ridiculous.
students as they progress. We don't use conventional methods like sitting an exam or anything like that. People pay for this course per session. We have to know if they're committed or not.
So you're assessing their progress and testing their commitment?
Yes, we are. We have to. This is a business, not a charity.
A business, not a charity. Wow,
So Ryan's
okay.
claiming the money was part of Kate's assessment. And did this assessment also involve threshold testing, I wonder? Or was the money for something else?
Interesting. So wait, where was the part? Okay, yeah. Blah 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 gave money to test and assess her. But you just said over here that students aren't tested, but did he mention about the prime candidate position? I don't think he did. Blah 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 blah. For what it's worth, let's just try. Because he just said the students aren't tested, and yet he just said he tried to test. Okay, so it's like what?
Aha.
Yeah.
Well, which one is it, Ryan? Do you test students or not?
Well, some of them, yes.
Including Kate?
Yes.
He's so angry.
She was being tested because we wanted to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate, okay?
So you just
Kate
said
was in the running to be prime candidate.
Yes!
Did
You're
you
angry.
ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference.
oh wow, you're angry.
If Simon decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility.
No, it's not.
So if he did anything wrong, it was his own responsibility. He did it with his own mind and his own hand.
Wow, he's angry.
We had nothing to do with it.
But you lied so much, Ryan. Oh wow, it's 12 a.m. Oh my god.
Midnight, and still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed. It's no surprise that Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
He is angry. Damn. Oh boy, that is one hell of a ride, Ryan. Oh god. So just to recap on that, Kate was in the running to go into that candidate position, and he told Simon to test her, and he's pretty much blaming Simon for his death now. But you lied that there's no drugs on Atlas. You lied that you had part to do with Kate's death. And this is the first time you truly mentioned about Simon, I believe. I don't think you actually actively mentioned Simon before until you started randomly blaming that he had motives for her death. Ryan, you're the top main suspect at the moment, but yeah. Let's ask Paul, shall we? I was thinking about doing it anyway. I mean, he's the other big boss. I mean, there is
A couple more questions, if
Rebecca,
that's okay.
but Rebecca isn't as big as a player in this little town, so let's find out. Oh boy, Ryan was very, very angry. So two things to ask, prime candidates.
What are prime candidates?
The best of the bunch. The peaches.
Peaches.
And so what does it mean to be a prime candidate?
Success.
Success.
We have a special relationship with many major international companies. We
Interesting.
provide them with our best students. And they get an instant job.
They get an
And what do
instant
you
job.
get out of it?
Yeah, what do you get out of it?
It's a little kickback.
Kickback.
Just business, Inspector.
Yeah, a little kickback payments. A little kickback payments. Yeah. Let's ask about your...
Was Kate a prime candidate?
Well, as Ryan has probably already told you, yes, she was.
Did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, it's company policy. Leaders don't get involved.
And it covers your back, of course.
Well, nobody knows the students better than they do, Inspector. It's much better to let them just work it out among themselves.
It isn't very professional to force students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force students to do anything that they don't want to do, Inspector.
So you don't force them into being tested?
No, we don't encourage anybody to hurt or offend anybody else here.
You don't use threshold testing, for instance?
No. If Simon Thompson went too far with Kate, that's his responsibility, not ours. He's the one you should be speaking to, if truth be told. I don't trust him myself.
So apparently a threshold is to do with like the magnitude or intensity that must be exceeded to get a certain reaction from someone. So it's kind of like a bit of psychology stuff. But it looks like it's also with the arthritis thing. I doubt this is connected, but yeah, I don't think it's connected at all. It's just the same use of the word. I don't know what this thresholding testing kind of means though. But if it's worth anything, they do have some sort of mirror room with the whole morphine and the CD going on, so that's kind of suggests it is some testing going on. So if I just get rid of the threshold and just focus on the testing part, there's definitely testing going on in the Atlas room. So that's where the lie is. Nobody's not downloaded the code. The mirror rooms needs for medication. Meditation. CD mirror room news on the course. That CD was like pretty wacky. Yeah, I remember that. I was like, what the hell? So maybe that's it. After all, it does seem like a testing thing.
You say you don't endorse threshold testing, that's the phrase, isn't it?
Yes.
Except you do, Paul. Because you told me that the students use that CD in the mirror room.
Yeah.
I've listened to that CD, and it very clearly mentions threshold testing. You keep batting this away, Paul. We don't really use hypnosis. The students aren't really tested. But I am this close to launching a full-scale investigation.
Look, we get a kickback from these students, and they have to be exceptional. Of course we have to test them. That doesn't mean we do anything illegal. What do you think we do? Bump off the ones we don't like?
Well, that depends on how far you push them, doesn't it?
Well, we certainly don't kill them. Nobody here wanted Kate dead.
I'm sure they didn't. But what do you expect, Paul, when you put students under that much pressure?
Yeah. She was a very, very valuable student. She was worth a lot to the business.
Really? And how much would that be?
Well, if you really want to know, 50 grand.
50 grand?
She was worth 50 grand?
Yeah, that's a lot.
What, you were selling her?
Of course we were selling her. You don't get this, do you? We make perfect employees.
Month after
month.
You were selling people.
That's all we do.
What do you mean, perfect employees?
Well, Paul, what is going on?
Inspector, more than anything else, is none of this altruistic, goody-goody crap. What we look for is people with ambition, no ethics, push, greed is good. All right?
Wow.
We don't deal with all this comfort stuff. The survival of the fittest. That's all there is. There's no higher purpose, no big plan. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow.
Wow.
Except what you have and you can enjoy in the here and now.
And what do you enjoy now, Paul?
You just smile. That's creepy.
You're gonna have to excuse me, Inspector. I'm a very busy man. I've got work to do.
Are you gonna summon your freaking demons?
I'll see myself out.
Jenks is quite good. Oh, hello.
Your father.
Shut the gate on your way out.
No one likes Jenks anymore. And you're spying.
He's doing his level best to shut this place down.
This is...
Get rid of him. He's a policeman. We can't just... You saw this, right?
Wow.
You man up and you sort it tonight.
Wow. Okay. Now my life is in danger from these two numbnuts. Oh god. What am I gonna do? What is he gonna do? Is he just gonna get a pistol? Wait, who's Kyle? Wait, who's Kyle? Oh wait, they did mention about a cleaner. Is that Kyle? Is Kyle the cleaner guy who put the bag over my head? Is he gonna, like, come kill me?
That doesn't sound good. Two totally morally bankrupt men are plotting to get rid of me. It's midnight. I don't have any backup and I don't even have a mobile phone. This is potentially quite bad. And what's Kyle got to do with it? I think I might make my way over to Atlas while Ryan isn't there. Maybe lock myself in.
I don't think I want to go to the woods. I'm afraid I might die. From that freaking, Kyle guy. If I think that's Kyle. Like, oh boy. Seriously, you're in danger, and the first thing you want to do, Jenks, is to go into the woods? What the hell is going on? What the hell?
Prove to me that you're man enough to do this, Kyle, and then you can deal with that ridiculous police inspector.
Wow.
What is this?
What the hell?
Scotland Yard, not hell. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Inspector. What are you doing here?
Inspecting. So, come on. Let's have it.
I don't think you'd understand, Inspector. The best thing that you can do is turn around, go away, and leave us to it.
Knife. What? That knife gives me a perfect right to stick my nose in, investigate, and interfere.
Go, Jenks!
It's all part of the Atlas course. It's a physical endurance exercise.
This is a physical endurance exercise! What
The knife, Kyle!
You're such a bad liar, Ryan. Jesus!
Drop it!
So you're Kyle. Hello, Kyle. And who's this lady?
Not looking 100% brilliant for you, Ryan.
Oh, please, Inspector, you've poked your nose into Atlas's affairs enough times to know that imaginative flair is part of the course's success. Our lessons are reinforced by a unique emotional experience.
Terror?
It's an extremely evocative tool.
It's extremely
It's a good job you're not in charge of the national curriculum.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now look, Inspector, I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking. But believe me, Atlas had nothing to do with the deaths of those people.
Eyewitness account of a satanic sacrifice in the woods. That's not what we call circumstantial evidence, Ryan.
Simon. Now, I saw Simon walking home with Kate last Friday after the meeting.
Okay.
And Simon had some strange idea that he was in the running to become prime candidate. Well, a knob of butter has more chance of becoming prime minister. Oh, wait.
So are you telling me that
Simon killed her?
You think Simon killed
her? It's reasonable, it's likely, isn't it?
any more likely than you?
I know, right? I mean, you're about to kill this girl! And you're going to go after Jenks. Look at him! Yes!
Police brutality.
Go Jenks! Oh! Go Jenks!
Are you okay?
Lol. He will be so sued. But whatever. He's gonna walk off. I just saved you. You're not gonna say thanks or something? You're just brainwashed, aren't you? Oh, jeez. Some Satanist stuff going on. I don't even know what to think. But Ryan made a statement about Simons, and I'm kind of not very inclined to believe Ryan. But yeah, let's find out what Simon has to say about it, since that's the next on the list, eh? To be perfectly honest, I would not be that surprised if Simon is the killer.
A few more questions, please.
I honestly would not be that surprised.
What would you say if I said it's been suggested that you were seen walking home with Kate after Atlas last Friday?
What? By who?
The same person who suggested that you wanted Kate out of the picture because you found out she was in the running to be prime candidate.
Who said that?
Just a question.
I didn't think I was in the running.
You did think you were in the running.
It was Ryan, wasn't it?
I am in no position to say.
It was Ryan.
Simon, calm down.
No, I can prove it.
You can prove it.
Kate's driving license, give it to me.
Why?
Kate's driving license, please.
What is this about? Yeah,
See that
I realised
pattern
this
on the tape
a long time ago, though.
Let me show you something.
You're gonna go to the window at the pub?
See this pattern?
Yep.
I like that. It's the same pattern. This has come from the same roll of tape as this.
So?
So there's only one person that's taped like that. Ryan. He gave me this piece of tape when I was in his office once.
Yeah.
Why has Kate's driving licence got a piece of Ryan's tape on it?
I have no idea, Simon.
Where did you find it?
Oh, by the lake.
It's obvious, isn't it? Ryan was testing her. He was doing a boundary test to see how much she would do, how far she would go to be a prime candidate. But it all went wrong.
Okay.
Okay. It's one of the things we do at the course, right? You give something that's important to you to someone else, then they go and hide it somewhere.
Interesting.
It's to teach you to not be bothered when you lose something that's important to you, alright? Kate gives her driving licence to Ryan.
Kate gives driving licence to Ryan.
Ryan goes and hides it somewhere down the lake.
But why not get rid of the tape?
Kate finds out, she goes down looking for it, probably drunk, and she falls in.
Don't think I follow.
I find that a bit far-fetched, Simon.
It makes perfect sense if you know anything at all about how Atlas
But
works.
Simon, if you got the tape from Ryan, Kate could have got it from him.
He told me he doesn't lend it out.
He lent it to you.
You got some tape right now.
But I didn't kill her! Do a lab test on the card. His DNA will be all over it.
And what if yours is all over it?
It won't be. I didn't kill her! I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. I need some painkillers.
Painkillers? Wait a minute. Wait a minute! Painkillers! Mentioned from, Ryan. Had painkillers, I believe. How did he get painkillers too? Yeah, go check it out, Jenks. I mean, you pretty much stick your nose in everything. And, of course, Simon left the house. Simon was pretty defensive. I doubt that he,
Where did he go in such a hurry?
Yeah, I know, right?
Is he trying to act as suspiciously as possible?
I know, right? This is interesting, but let's see. I'm not inclined to believe in Simon's little theory that it's all Ryan and not him. But, I also wonder... I do believe that Simon partook in her death. I don't know if he's the actual killer. I am not surprised if he's the actual killer. But there's still other kind of suspects going on. At the same time, he's acting so suspicious. It's just, yeah, I really do believe that he's very involved with the death of Kate. Just very. I think that's kind of apparent for everyone at this point. But, where do I go now? Okay, I don't know where to go, but I did get some pattern sticky tape. Oh, wait a minute. This might be the decisive evidence against the one and only Rebecca, because Rebecca had that tape on the window, so why not go present that to her? This is a very weird time, though. And I thought Paul and Ryan were gonna go try to kill me. I'm very surprised that... Well, not too surprised that Ryan didn't, but at least Paul, he's a freaking maniac.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Let's see, starting from the last thing, Atlas Prime Candidates.
Do you know what a prime candidate is?
At Atlas, it's the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary. Well, that's the idea anyway.
Yeah, it is the idea.
But
mostly they aren't up to it.
what happens then?
Yes.
They get sacked.
They get sacked. Interesting. It's pretty much certain at this point that prime candidates are pretty much just slaves. Atlas pretty much just brainwashes people to the point they become slaves, and they sell it off for a price. It looks like that James' theory was not so far-fetched after all, to my surprise. But whatever.
Did you know Kate Vine was a prime candidate?
No.
You don't know, as if. Yeah, you don't actually know about Ryan's accusation, really? Enough about Simon to ask this question. I doubt that, but whatever. Tape.
Have you seen patterned tape like this anywhere before?
Oh, Ryan's got some. I know, because I borrowed it.
When was that?
A couple of months ago?
Couple of months ago.
Have you still got it?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it since then.
Of course you still got it. I saw it in the bloody window. It's gotta be on that bloody window. Well, there's this or the window, so which one is it? Which one is it? There it is. Taped over the window! Oh yeah. One of these two, so which one is it? Oh wait, no. Oh, it's that one, sorry, yes. Oh boy, I'm such a slow guy. Where is it? I keep thinking where I keep putting it. Oh my god. Oh my god, tape over the window. Okay, there we go.
You last saw that sticky tape 2 months ago, is that correct?
Yes.
So how come you used it last week to tape over the broken window outside?
That should be
That's
like
the same tape.
one of the first things I picked up.
You see, the reason I'm asking is that it's exactly the same
This
tape
is the first questions I was not asked,
to
Rebecca.
Kate's driving license found at the scene. The tape that only Ryan has. Ryan, and of course, you.
So what are you saying?
Who's got the tape now? Do you know where it is?
No.
You don't
no,
know
I
where
don't
it
know
is.
where it is. Why are you asking me about this tape?
You seem nervous, Rebecca. Is there a problem?
Well, you're practically accusing me of having something to do with that woman's murder, aren't you?
I wasn't accusing you of anything, Rebecca. Unless there's something you'd like
Go, Jenks!
No, I wouldn't like to tell you anything.
Okay, well that's fine. Obviously, we'll be swabbing everyone in the area for DNA, so if anything comes up on Kate's license, DNA traces.
What'll come up? Nothing will come up. Right, I've had enough. I've got to get back.
Rebecca! Would you like to explain to me exactly what...
This is creepy in that
Which bit?
shot.
The fact that some leggy bitch was trying to steal my husband?
I think you had better tell me what you know, Rebecca.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to know what I know?
Yeah.
Kate Vine seduced my husband and was going to blackmail him. Not only did she sleep with him, that whore did it just for his money. Our money.
Wow.
How did you work that out?
I heard her. I knew it was her arguing with Emma Bowman.
Yeah.
Emma was trying to talk her out of it.
Okay.
And how did she come to be at the lake?
She dropped that driving license thing when she came in. She was drunk. She dropped her bag. I took it out to the woods and stuck it over the lake. Then I waited for her. When she came out, I told her where it was, that someone had just run off into the woods with it.
You led her to the lake.
She was reaching out over the lake to get it.
And?
I didn't do anything. She just fell in.
But you let her drown.
You did.
It was dark. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't help her.
Really? Did you try?
Rebecca? Really?
But it was too late. She was just flapping about in the water. It was pathetic. She was making these gurgling sounds.
And what did you do?
I got a big stick. I just pushed her down with it until she stopped. Well, she was dead anyway. What did it matter?
You killed her, Rebecca.
But she slept with my husband.
She didn't, Rebecca.
What do you mean?
You got the wrong girl.
Oh.
Emma. It was Emma.
Yeah.
Rebecca Rand, I am arresting you for the murder of Kate Vine.
But what about Atlas stuff?
You do not have to say anything, but anything you do say may be taken down and will be used in evidence against you.
So it was Rebecca after all. Interesting. I thought it might have been maybe Simon or Paul, but it was Rebecca. But that makes sense because you discovered yeah.
It appears that Kate Vine's death was a tragic case of mistaken identity. But there are some loose threads here.
Yes, there are.
What was Ryan doing with Kyle and that girl in the woods? What if I hadn't interrupted?
Oh.
And what really happened to Liam last year?
I know. I want to find out this stuff.
Scratched the surface of Atlas and the Rand business empire.
I want to find out more about it.
To find out about Paul Rand's past is like peering into dense fog. He gives nothing away and covers his tracks with military efficiency. However, what is known is that Paul Rand has a lot of connections in high places. Politicians, celebrities, business leaders. Perhaps James Wilson's ideas weren't too wide of the mark after all.
Right?
I get the feeling there's still a lot more to learn about the Rand business empire.
Yeah, I'm hyped to go check it down.
Atlas is closed for the moment, but we'll be open again very soon. Thank you for your interest.
Wait, don't, no! Is that the end of the game? But there was so much more! The Atlas stuff! Like, don't end it just here. Like, all we found out was Kate got killed because of the fair thing, but there was all that shady business stuff. Oh no! I wanted the shady business stuff. Oh. Still, that was. At one point, I'm happy that it was kind of a cool game, but I'm sad that it ended like this. Oh man, come on! There was so much more to this game. There was like, I feel like it just suddenly ended. I didn't think there was Rebecca going to be the killer at the end. It could possibly be Simon, maybe Paul. I mean, there was all that. Rebecca was the one, hey? I mean, it kind of makes sense after all. I'm not surprised she found out about the affair, but like, oh my god, like, But there's so much. There's the whole Atlas thing. There's the whole brainwash thing. Prime candidate stuff going on. There's all this shady business crap. Even Satanist things. And we just have to accept that it's just stopped. And yeah. And what the? What? Thanks for. We hope you all enjoyed playing Contradiction. This was an experimental independent game made by a tiny budget. If you'd like to, please leave a review of the game and make yourself heard. This support is vital to write funding for a sequel. Hell yeah! I want to help fund a sequel because this was great. Seriously, I recommend everyone to play this game. Go buy it. Go play it. Damn, support them. This was great, and I'm happy to play this. Anyway, folks. I guess I'm going to have to end here, the final part of Contradiction. Thanks for watching, this has been Ernst. Thanks for following Simple Basics, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio, folks.